Yeah, I think it gets in your blood once you start running rivers and small boats and going around the sloughs and everything. And pretty dedicated crew. The ones that get bit stay here for years and years.
The opportunity to create is almost endless. If you make a mistake, it goes in the stove and you make another one.
The compressor itself is an interesting thing because it's another of these big AJ mine firsts or biggest or whatever. This was the biggest compressor of its type in the world when it was built.
The gold that was discovered in Gold Creek in the late 1800s was rich enough to establish the town of Juneau and forever change this country. Hello, I'm Scott Foster and welcome to Rain Country. This is Last Chance Basin. It's located just a couple of miles from downtown Juneau, and because it's so accessible, it's a popular area for relaxation. And that frequently takes the form of hiking, up the trails, up the peaks, and sometimes up the side of this hill to view some of the remains of the vast AJ gold mining operation. Over the years, the combination of disastrous fire and advancing alder have changed the way this basin looked from its heyday in the early 1900s. Back then, Last Chance Basin played an important role in getting the gold out of the mountain.
This was a support camp built for the AJ mine. It's important because it was sort of a connection between their mine workings, which were up in the valley, and the mill, which is down on the slopes above Juneau. About 1916 was when this camp really started going and all the buildings were built. You would have seen a lot of people running around. You would have seen a big dormitory and mess hall complex down the hill there and miners climbing the stairs, and you would have heard the compressor pounding away in the compressor building, and you would have seen a lot of activity up here, people driving locomotives in and out of the buildings, and you would have seen cars, trains of ore cars rumbling across the top level here. Today it's very quiet. There are some old buildings, most of them are burned down, just two left standing, big ones. A lot of people come up here for a quiet walk to learn a little more about the history of the place, but it's just a very quiet place now.
Efforts are underway to save this mining area. The Juneau Community Development Department has placed a student intern and caretaker at the site and has applied for National Historic Site designation. A Parks and Recreation walking tour brochure has been produced, and the National Trust for Historic Preservation has contributed funding for the preservation of Last Chance Basin.